How I'm gonna scale a recurring monthly community as a 20-year-old entrepreneur with an online business. Just got off a call with the team from Circle, one of the biggest platforms for communities. And here's what they told me. How to scale your online coaching business. So first things first that I wanna make sure is that this is not for courses. This is not random buy and forget or ebooks or whatever, but this is the business model that is evergreen, reoccurring, where the people get access to you through questions, learning directly from you, and actually getting education. This is what's so powerful about this business model is you don't have to provide the most insane information, because we live in an age where information is free. So when someone purchases your product, they're not purchasing into buying more information. They can find it online, but they're purchasing into you as the person and the kind of results that they will actually get. And the crazy reframe that I had around this business model is that people don't pay for information or more live calls or more Zoom calls with you, but they're paying for a specific result that you're gonna get them achieve. And that's where the power of a community-based system comes, because if you do a cohort, and I actually did cohorts, I actually was testing out a funnel for 9-week cohorts, and the thing is, after that, people want more. That means that the result during that funnel was not yet achieved, which is where a monthly community can fix that, and people are going to be in your community monthly, paying you every month until they get that result. So what I realized with that is to scale a really good community is we don't have to get so specific. A lot of marketers will tell you, find your target audience, find their pain points, how old they are, who are they, what are their names, what do they do, and be so specific about this. But what I found is that it actually stops you from actually making that money, making that next step. So instead, write out specifically the problem that that person has and what kind of result do they want to achieve and what transformation that they have to go through. That means that you're not getting extremely clear on your target audience. I hate that term, but you're getting extremely clear on the kind of problem, the kind of result that they want to get, and the transformation. That means that that person can be both 40 years old or 20 years old, but the result they want to achieve is actually similar. Because now that I'm thinking about it, this happened to me when I bought high-ticket YouTube mentorship from a guy who primarily sold his mentorship towards 9-to-5ers who are way older than me, so 35, 30s, and I was 19, I was 18, 19, so that means that I was definitely not his target audience, but I wanted to purchase it, and I actually purchased this because the result was so clear and it's what I wanted. This is why what my plan is right now is getting extremely clear on what kind of problem I want to solve, what results they will get out of my community, and what transformation. But that means that they could both be, I'm not sure, like 17, or they could be 25 or 30. But it's not the age that matters or who they are specifically, like target audience, but the kind of solution that you provide to them, which is actually so different than what everybody tells you in the space. And that means that that ideal member is the person who has those goals, not this person who is Maria, 22, lives in Burbank, instead wants fitness. No. And now you're wondering, so why would anybody even sign up for the monthly? Like, if you just put all of your course in there and you have a community, right? You give them away the knowledge, the courses, they're gonna watch it for a month and then they're gonna leave. Actually, that's not true, because if we go back to step 1, which is we say the correct sentence, we say what is the problem, what is the solution, we make the right promise, people will stay. Imagine this, you are doing a fitness program and you wanna say, okay, I'm gonna help you lose weight, and you give them all the workout plans, but they're actually not gonna lose weight unless they get on the calls with you that will you track their progress or you do live workouts with them. Same thing for me. I realized that to grow on social media or to help others grow on social media, it's not enough just giving them the course to tell them what to do. I've had a lot of consultations and a lot of content audits where the women asking me, how do I get my ideas out? How do I do this? How do I keep going? Because social media is about consistency. It's about keeping going every time. That's why I realized, like, okay, green light, what I could offer is that support, that help, that encouragement, that accountability, which is the benefit of a community model. But of course, to make the most amount of money with a community model, you need to have hundreds of people, which is hard when you have a lower audience. However, my client has 3.5 million followers, and we're actually thinking about tiering it up. The first tier is the lowest one, which is called a low ticket. So that is going to be a $49 community program course. Then we're going a step further, which is a $300 thing, and then her actual program that she wants to sell, which is her 6K coaching. For me right now, I'm in the stage where I hit 10K followers, but I want to coach more people to get more testimonials, more results, which means that I'm gonna step the $49 part and jump straight into the $300 part and the high ticket coaching. But for that also needs to be a community, because people need to see that you are providing the value that you provide and that you get results. And how to do that is by you getting people to join, is that creating the marketing strategy. I'm not going to talk about marketing strategy here in this video, but what it is creating a strategy for social media. Get people into your community by saying, we're going to do this X, Y, and Z, and you're going to see these people X, Y, and Z, and then they join your community. And when they join to the platform, you have locked spaces. So you have spaces that they can't access unless they actually bump up a tier. And how they bump up a tier is not by showing it by giving away the price right away. No. We're actually getting them to book a call either with you if you don't have team, or with a setter and then a closer. But of course, a closer only works for a super high ticket, which is why for a $300 thing, it could be actually just a setter or someone like that. You get as many people as possible in the $49 thing. Then they join the community, join the live calls where you provide value to them. For example, one live call a week, and then everything else is just a course. And then they learn from you. They're like, wow. And to get them to join the higher ticket thing is that you're promising them faster and better results. And faster and better results require more calls, more coaching, and coaches. That way they have a reason to join. It's not just a more expensive thing, but it's actually faster results. Also, what the experts at Circle mentioned is that to release churn, we need to really be specific around this promise and around exactly what we are telling them. Because if we don't, when people join, they will not understand exactly what you help, what you do. Therefore, they're going to be, okay, I joined this thing, but it doesn't help me with my specific problem, with my specific issue, which is why they're going to leave, which is why get so clear. This is XYZ for XYZ to fix X, Y, and Z. Another big mindset shift was that you are really building a long-term community, because where people feel connected to, and why they will join is not just for the information, but just to feel part of something bigger. And then you as the coach can actually take them from point A to point B and help them grow together. And the best coaches for this offer have multiple points of entry. So not just 49, not just 300, not just 6K, but the whole wide range. So for my client with 3.5 million followers, we're gonna do the full range. And for me, I'm working on doing the funnel from masterclass, then book a call and coaching with me. And right now my plan is to actually create what it is I'm gonna be providing, because for the past week I had this feeling that I'm not sure what I'm selling. And even though I'm doing masterclasses, I've had done 2 masterclasses, I'm having this fear that I don't know what to sell, so what am I even gonna do? Which is why for this week my goal is to actually make the plan of what's gonna be inside of my community, what will I help people with, what transformation, what result. And my masterclass is in 4 days, so I'm gonna promote it, get better at it, and keep refining the offer and just documenting the journey on my YouTube of how I'm doing that from A to Z. Right now I don't have a community. I've always thought about a community, but I just never kind of made it. And I'm like, no, now is the time. I have 10,000 followers. I want to keep going, keep scaling, and just keep doing it. This is exactly where I'm sitting. How beautiful it is. This is the LOTD. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.